Hey guys, what's going on? It's been like a week. That's probably the biggest fucking gap between my videos because I usually make one like every other day. Anyways, it's Joey Let's Dippin' back here for another dip review. That's correct, and I'm very excited. When you hear that I'm very excited, you know, oh, Joe has something up his sleeve. No, not really, but you know Cajun Tiger 616, the godfather of YouTube dippers. Well, before the retreat, he was looking around and whatnot, and he found a 5-can roll with 4 cans left of Copenhagen Black, which is now discontinued. And he was kind enough to mail me one. Now, everybody, don't be asking, oh, can you send me one? I see on Facebook everyone's saying that. Do not, because there's none left except for the can that he sent me. So yes, he sent me Copenhagen Black, which I'm probably going to review tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know yet. And then he also sent me another dip that I asked him if he could try and get, because they don't sell it around here, and I've been dying to try it. I don't know, it just sounds good to me. So he was kind enough to do this. He sent me Cope Whiskey Blend, which is what we're going to be reviewing tonight, this morning. It's 12:25 a.m. as I record this, and it'll probably be up later. Whatever. But yes, we have Cope Whiskey Blend. Look at that can. I don't know what about it, but this can looks fucking nice. I love the look of this can. I really do. Like, there's some dips you can just tell by the can, they just look appetizing. And this is one of them, and then you see some other cans that don't, but they are anyways. Or some cans that look appetizing and they end up sucking. But I think you get the point. The date we have on here is not too bad. It's June 19th. You can't read it, but it says June 19th, 2011. So it's good. Seriously, that can design looks fucking sexy. I think this is the sexiest out of the 3 Copes. You have Cope Straight that's red, and that still looks good. Then you have fucking Cope Hickory, which is a poopy color. It's like poopy shittish color. But this one just looks nice. Warning, this product is not a safe alternative to cigarettes. Well, if you ask me, it's safer. Either way, we're gonna pack a lip, because that's why you guys came here. I already know that. I've been trying to master that. The way Darcy takes the can off with one hand, many people try it and they're like, oh, I can't do it. All I do is I just have to like squeeze the can almost and pop the lid off and then just move it up with your thumb. So I think you can see we have a little bit less than half here. It looks light brown in the camera, but it's really not. I don't know why. The Cope Whiskey seems to do that. Like Cajun Tiger's video, he said when he held it up, he's like, it looks light brown in the camera, but oddly enough, it's not. And same thing here. It's really not, but it looks it in the camera. I don't know. Then, of course, it could be because I have a friggin' lamp shining right in my face, because it's nighttime. Usually I record my videos in the daytime, I don't need to do that, but I want it to come out at least decent, so that's why. Now the Cope Whiskey Blend has a very, very unique scent to it. I've had some friends smell it and they're like, oh yeah, that smells good, and then I've had some friends who are like, oh! Who think it's gross. When I first smelled it, when I first opened it, I was like, I don't know about this dip. Now I actually like it, but I think that's because I've dipped it and I've almost acquired the taste. So let's grab a bit of a lip here and we'll review her. Line the tin up, line your fucking shit up, otherwise it's gonna look like fuck! So you probably know that my favorite band's Bare Naked Ladies. I ordered my tickets to see them on June 6th, and I got my tickets in the mail today. It'll be my 3rd B&L concert. Ticketmaster. And they just put on a great show. They interact with the audience, they're funny, they sound really good, they sound just as good as they do on the record. And they're just hilarious. At the Indian Ranch in Webster, Massachusetts, $42.50 for a ticket. That's pretty damn good. 2 p.m. If you're in the area, in Massachusetts or in New England, see them. So the flavor is very unique. I hear a lot of people saying, Coke Black's the way to go. Coke Black's way better than whiskey, and a lot of people hate the whiskey. And before I got the whiskey, I was reading up about it online, and a ton of websites say that Cope Whiskey replaced Copenhagen Black. No, it didn't. They just happened to fucking discontinue the black. Cope Whiskey didn't replace anything. It's just a new flavor. I've never had a dip that tastes like this. It's unique, but it's unique in a good way. It's not like unique in a longhorn way, shithorn way. It's unique in a very good way, actually. You have straights, you have wintergreens, you have mints, but Cope's the only dip that has a whiskey. So it's a very unique flavor, which I like. I find it to be much more mellow than the black is. I haven't had much of the black, but like I said, I'm going to review it. I think it's a little more mellow, which I like. I actually like the whiskey better than the black, which is one of the few who actually do. A lot of people don't. Now the packability, when you go to actually pack it and grab a lip, you can grab a pretty good pinch there. But once it's in, to me, it's more of a mid-cut almost. It's not as long cut as, like wintergreen or something is. For me, you need to really arrange it a lot when you first get it, and you'll get some floaters. You just need to keep it in place. Just like any other mid-cut, really. It's like Cope long cut. It says it's long cut, but it's really more of a mid-cut, It's kind of like that, to me anyways. But once it's in, once it's settled, it's good. Now it's on to the nicotine of Cope whiskey. Now, a lot of times I say on here that most dips do not give me a buzz anymore. And I have people ask me, well, if you don't get a buzz out of it anymore, then what the hell's the point of dipping? Are you serious? The point of dipping isn't just for the nicotine, it's just enjoyable. You get that flavor, that nice feeling. Spitting, it's just a nice habit of having. I know I'm addicted to it, but you don't need to get the buzz to enjoy it. However, the Cope Whiskey Blend, I feel that it's much higher in nicotine than the other Copes are. Or Copenhagen's, I should say. I actually do get a buzz out of this, which is surprising. Because, like I said, even like Grizz Green and stuff doesn't give me a buzz. The only other dip I can think of that gives me a buzz is Cope Snuff. Other than that, Cope Long Cut, no Skoal does, none of that. So, if you're looking for a high nicotine dip, this will be the dip for you. It'll get the job done. I like to have an occasional dip that you actually still get a kick out of, because I don't get that feeling much anymore. So when I do, it's like, oh, the nostalgia's kicking in. Burn. There's some dips like Copenhagen Wintergreen you get a real burn out of. There's some that you never get a burn out of. There's some that you need to dip a lot to get a burn out of. I feel that you don't really get a burn out of this, but if you dip it a lot, you're going to get a major burn. If I do this dip after dip after dip, yeah, you get a burn. If you do it in the same place, I tend to alternate, but if you keep doing it in the same place, it's going to burn. Not horribly, but a nice little burn. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind it at all. The amount of spit is pretty good, which I was surprised because, when I hold it up to the camera, it looks light brown, even though it's not. So don't think that, when you hold it up to the camera that it's going to be dry, because it's really not. You actually get a really good amount of spit out of it. And it's pretty dark spit, it's not black spit, but it's pretty dark, so it's good. It lasts like most other Copenhagens, some don't last that long, some last pretty long. I'd say this lasts from a half hour to 45 minutes, which isn't the best, but it's not bad either. Now it's time for the dreadful part of the video, which, yeah. It's time for shoutouts. First of all, Cajun Tiger 616, you know him. You've dipped before. He was kind enough to send me these. Thanks again, I appreciate it a lot. Do My Dash, Sigboy OK, Super Expressive, One Bought a Tort Dipper, Ninja Dipper, B Van Sittert 56, Country Boy Andy, 5555 Bomber, and Darcy with Mud Jugs, Mud Jug 1. And that's the shoutouts. I remember back in my early videos, I would be like, Cajun Tiger 616, he makes great videos. Check his videos out. His videos are awesome. Do My Dash, oh, he makes great videos. Sigboy OK, he's a funny fucker. Now I just zoom right through the names because eventually you get tired of giving shoutouts. You really do, but you have to give them. Now it's on to the rating of Cope Whiskey Blend. It's a lot different than what I had expected. The first couple pinches for me, I didn't care for it. then I kind of acquire the taste for it, which I think you might have to do. You might have to dip it a little bit to get that taste, but now, you know, I'd say probably a quarter way through the can I started to like it, and now I really do. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's not the best Copenhagen, but it's pretty damn good. I would try it if you haven't. A lot of people, like I said, hate on it, but this is just my honest review. So an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Take care.